Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
Don't waste your time. Do you know that everybody alive gets exactly the same amount of time? We get all there is. It's what we do with it that makes a difference. Don't waste your life. Set your goals high. Quit thinking about what's wrong. Start thinking what's right. Love a little more, hate a little less. You have no idea what you're capable of doing.
Be a comeback kid. Don't allow the defeats in the past to push you into the dirt, to grind you into the ground. Know there's a God of grace who's more powerful, who's more loving, who is present, and he wants to lift you up.
What are you going to do with the time you have left? What are you going to do with the time you have left? I say that if you don't reposition yourself, you could miss the best time in your life.
You know what I hear? I hear the clock ticking. That's what I hear. And the end is nigh, and time waits for no man. And you young guns out there, 18 years old, 20 years old, 24 years old, listen. Life goes by, and it goes by quick. Don't waste those years. Don't waste them. Live them.
You're the only mutable thing in the entire world. You're the only thing that can change. Everybody else, people, opinions, places, economy, politicians, policies, all of that, none of that's going to change. You can change. That's it.
We're going to achieve that mission. They say the greatest achievement of somebody comes right after their worst defeat. When they've hit rock bottom, hit the bottom of the barrel, they got nothing left. Everyone's given up on them. They've lost all their worldly possessions. They're dead broke on their back. It's at that point, guys, when everything's lost, that everything can be gained.
You don't take that last 5%. It's a knock on somebody else's door, I guarantee you. There's only a certain window of opportunity for success. This is your opportunity of a lifetime. Take the 5%. Go the 5% distance. It's scary as all head. It will drive you to the ground. You'll fail a few times. You'll fall on your face. Get up. Keep getting up. Keep getting up. If you don't, you have to be happy for the rest of your life. If you don't take the last 5%, you have to be happy the rest of your life knowing it went to somebody else's door and knocked on their door, and you could have been that guy. It's up to you.
I became the most obsessed person on the planet Earth. And I was basically, I had to invent a guy that didn't exist. I had to invent a guy that can take any pain, any suffering, any kind of judgment, be called nigger, be called whatever the word, and be able to stand and say, go yourself. I had to build this callous mind, and I built it through suffering. I built it through downright crushing myself. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta normally say no. That was inhumane to most people. I had to go do it.
So if you see the vision, the imagination, but you don't ask God for it, what you want him to do? He showed it to you. Faith without works is dead. So now you got to put in work. All of y'all sitting in here, you want a better life, correct? Haven't you imagined a better life? Okay, who you think he showed it to? He showed it to you. Why you think he showed it to you? Because he want to give it to you. But if you don't work, if you don't ask him for it, he cannot give it to you because he created us with the power of choice. We make choices every day. If you decide that you will be poor, there's nothing I can do. You're going to be poor. If you decide to be rich today, who gonna stop you? Who? If you decide you want to be rich, all you gotta do is start. Why not? Who gonna stop you? Unless you tell it to the wrong person. Mama, listen to me. I'm going to be rich. Ain't anybody rich in this family. Go in there and sit down somewhere. Get yourself a good job. Oh, mama, you must be right. No, mama could be wrong. Because what you have in your imagination, God didn't show it to your mama. I'm sorry. He showed it to you.
Get out there, work. No matter where you are, no matter what you do, no matter what's going on in your life, you still have a chance. Make it count for something. Get it done.
You know, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work? What if I don't like, what if this person rejects me? The animosity, the pressures of society, let it all go because they've lost it all. They're just now left with the intestinal fortitude, the pride within. Do I want to stay on the bottom of this barrel or do I climb the out of this hole? And that is a spark of what it turns out to be their greatest moment, their greatest hour. We can live that way, guys. Imagine the life you can live when you let go of the thought of failure.
I want to work harder than I ever have on the most difficult problems in the world at an intensity that would kill most people, because that's where I derive pleasure and satisfaction from. That's the best situation that I could hope for.
You have more talent than I could ever dream of, okay? You have more talent than I could ever dream of.
What's lacking?
That 5%. Hitting that 5% mark and going the distance every single time. The doors are opening up, they'll open up even more.
And I've come to the conclusion that you and I are capable of doing whatever we can see. If we can hold it in our head, we can hold it in our hand. We've got to step out and do different. We've got to quit playing like this is a game. We've got to treat life like what it is. It's sacred. Yet we're capable of doing anything we want. But we've got to do it. It ain't going to happen for us.
I have come to the place in my life where when I meet somebody and they don't like me, and you can tell, I don't care. And when I meet somebody that you know, they're like, they really like me, it's like, okay, but it doesn't carry much weight either. Because I'm going to be leaving. I'm going to be leaving. You know, we're not staying. I like me. And it's enough. And so when I meet someone who doesn't like me, or I meet someone who does like me, it doesn't alter my sale.
I had two options: to either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, and at 24 years old, knowing when I'm 50 years old, I can reflect on this and think about what guy I never became, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed.
I started working on my dream, and most people don't work on their dreams. Why? For many years I didn't. One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, on their families, and on their dreams. And the other thing is that most people don't feel worthy. What I'm doing now, I could have been doing years ago. But because I did not have a college education, because I didn't believe in myself, because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, I didn't act on my ideas. So I applaud you for your dreaming, for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about: stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself.
God's test will become your testimony at a certain point. And whatever you've been through, you will always grow through what you go through. Your test is a part of your testimony. You're going to grow through what you continue to go through. If you see pain and misery and frustration and you've already been down that road, don't walk in the direction of pain and drama and problems. Love yourself enough to say you deserve better, and it doesn't matter where you are financially, we all deserve to be happy. What do you want the outcome of your life to be and your career to be? It starts now. Where you are today does not dictate the outcome of where your life and your career is destined to be.
You gotta have that mindset that no one will outwork you. Nobody. You have to be the first and last to do everything. If you really want to be the best at what you do, the best at your craft, you have to be different from the pack. What don't you understand about that? Stop asking questions like, why am I not the best? Why is he getting this? It's because you're not working the hardest. It's simple as that. Work don't lie. Straight like that.
And the earlier you get in the game and get on track, the better life you're gonna have. Healthier, wealthier, stronger, smarter, better.
Every day you have the opportunity to choose a hard path, whether it's parking far away or saying no to that ho-ho and ding-dong. Do I pack my meals or do I just swing through a McDonald's? Like, choose hard over easy. And when you do, you will have an easy life. When you choose easy over hard, you will have a hard life.
So get up, work hard, put some effort into what you want out of life, because all you have is you. All you have is what you have inside. Don't wait for somebody to tell you what to do. You know what you need to do. Get out there and get it done, because that's ultimately what it's going to take. You have to have the courage, the will, and everything you have inside to get to the level and beyond the level you want to be.
So make your own comic book. Make your life your own movie. Actually, make it better than a movie. Not better because it's more adventurous or more romantic or more melodramatic. Make it better because it's real. It's real, so it is better. And you know what? Real comes with some downsides. But that's okay.
When we start behaving in a way that a winner behaves, and when we start winning. And the problem is that the bigger the mountain you're trying to climb, the bigger the W you're trying to get, typically the more delayed it is between the lag. Yeah, between when you start behaving like a winner and when you start being a winner. And most people don't get the fast enough feedback loop to know that they're on the right path when they are taking these first steps in the right direction, because they have this really big goal, but they forget that with that really big goal comes the even longer delay that it takes to get there.
You can do anything you want, baby. If you don't have no discipline in your life is gonna be pure hell. If you don't have no discipline and consistency in your life is not gonna go far. And then I need character. So your kid could be whoever, he could be that dude. But if he don't have no character, I don't want him.
Everyone has a talent, everyone's gifted. So don't feel left out. Because I promise you, once you find your purpose in life, I know for a fact you're gonna seize it. And you're gonna be great. So I believe you, bro. Keep grinding, for real.
We have two voices in our mind, and boy, I know they're true. I've heard them. I hear them now. And they're real. It's that one voice. That voice I used to love to fucking hear, that we love to hear. It's that soft that soft voice that says, sleep the in. It's okay. It's that coddling voice. You want to be hugged and nurtured and all that shit that says it's going to be okay. Well, there's another voice that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It's not your girlfriend. It's not your boyfriend. It's that demon voice that whispers in your ear that says, get up, motherfucker. You're not fucking good enough. You gotta work harder. You haven't put enough time in. It's that voice you want to run away from. It's that voice you don't want to hear. But guess what? It's that voice you need to listen to. Stay hard. Listen to the whisper.
The person you are at home, when nobody's looking, that's who you are.
Hope is not a plan, and hoping that 2025 becomes your best year yet is not the plan, because you have to take action towards it. And so the only way we can take action towards something is if we have the information that is guaranteed to get us there. And
I think type A people have a type B problem, and type B people have a type A problem. Insecure overachievers need to learn how to chill out and relax, and lazy people need to learn how to work harder and be disciplined.
And I got my scholarship up to Tennessee, and they looked at me when I first hit campus, 135-pound kid soaking wet in the SEC. And the first reporter, he asked me, he said, Inky Johnson, do you even think you're gonna play at the University of Tennessee? He said, you're 135 pounds. I said, not only am I gonna play, I'm gonna start. I said, you made a mistake. I said, see, what you don't understand, and this is what most people do, they base judgment off of what they can see. But what they don't understand, the moments that make you who you are, the moments that they can't see. You see, anybody can be on their best behavior when somebody is standing over their shoulder, watching them, seeing if they're going to do what they're supposed to do. But what that reporter didn't see, you see, he could see I came from Crim High School. He could see I was 135 pounds. He could see I was 5'9". He could see all of the stats. He could see all of that. But what he never saw was when I was in the park with my mother when I was 7 years old. She was sitting at Buick Regal at 10:30 at night. What he didn't see was every Saturday morning at 5:30, I was up running 2 miles to a fire station and 2 miles back home. What he didn't see was every time I slept on that floor with roaches and rats with my cousins, I got up every morning, went to school, and never made one excuse. What he didn't see was on Christmas Eve when a guy came through me and my cousin's window, and he stuck a 9mm and a 45 in both our face and took all of our Christmas gifts, and we had to stand on the curb, and our mother told us, y'all just be grateful. He didn't see that. And those were the moments that made me who I am. And so now his opinion didn't matter. His opinion would never become my reality.
Every underdog movie ever has a training montage of someone working their life out by working harder. None included a guy learning how to log out of Slack at 6 p.m. or finally enjoy a beach holiday. So yes, Type A people may have objectively better lives, but subjectively, they're ravaged by the sense that they've never done enough. They wake up every morning feeling as if they've already fallen behind, and only if they dominate their entire day flawlessly will they have dragged themselves back up to some minimum level of acceptable output, which means they can go to sleep that night without feeling like they've wasted it. Congratulations, you might be very successful, but you might also be very miserable. Just work harder, bro. Advice reliably makes everyone more successful in the only way that they can be judged: outwardly. There are very few issues in life which can't be solved by just working harder, so everybody treats it like a panacea, not a purpose-built tool.
You need to thank God that she played you. You need to thank God that they did you that way. You need to thank God that they walked away. You need to thank God that you got strong enough where you finally said, no, you ain't doing me like that no more. And you need to thank God that it happened, because if it hadn't happened, you wouldn't be as strong. You wouldn't be as tough. You wouldn't be as resilient. You wouldn't be as provocative as you are now.
Everything that I touch, everything that I'm a part of, I vow to God that I will leave it better than I found it. And so now it wasn't even about me.